Okay, so today we will now discuss the emitter follower configuration. So this is a new configuration in which we will discuss the different parameter, ACE parameter, that we are already try to find out in other circuit also. So the name of the circuit is your emitter follower. Okay, now in the case of the emitter follower circuit, so this is the emitter follower. So in the case of the emitter follower circuit, how the circuit will look like? Circuit will look like something this. So I am just drawing the circuit, and I will also tell you why the circuit has been named as emitter follower. So first of all, the circuit is nothing new. Okay, so this is also a so this will be your VCC, and this will be your RB. Okay, this will be your RC, this will be your RE, and this will be your Vin. Okay, and this will be your capacitor C1. Now here you see the difference with the other circuit. The emitter follower has been named as emitter follower because we are taking the output. Okay, generally we take the output from the collector terminal. Okay, this is your collector terminal. We generally take the output out of this collector terminal, but here in the case of the emitter follower circuit, we will like to take the output from the emitter terminal. So that means 1 minute. Okay, so I'm just removing this. So output has been taken from here. So this is your resistance RE. Okay, so we are taking the output from the emitter terminal, and also in this circuit there has also be a capacitor there. Okay, so there has been a mistake. Whenever we are taking the output, there has been a capacitor. So this capacitor is your capacitor C2. So previously, whenever we want to draw the circuit in others configuration from the, suppose this is a circuit, so we are generally taking the output from the collector terminal, but here we are taking the output from the emitter terminal. So output voltage follows emitter voltage. That's why it is said as emitter follower circuit. Okay, that's why the name has been the emitter follower circuit. So this is your circuit. Here we are not connecting any capacitor at the collector terminal because we are not going to take any output out of this collector terminal. Capacitor C1 has been connected at the input terminal to connect the AC voltage source connected with the circuit. The explanation C1, why we are connecting C1, why we are connecting C2 in the circuit, the explanation is same as previous before. Okay, so this is the circuit, and this circuit is also called the common collector. This circuit configuration is also called the common collector. Okay, CC configuration. Okay. So this is all about the emitter follower circuit. So now we will draw the AC equivalent model and try to find out the the old parameter that I have been trying to find out in the other case, that means the input impedance, output impedance, and the voltage gain. So for that purpose I am just replacing your transistor. So this is your transistor with your T model or the RE model, whatever you can say. So this is a current source. Okay, and here this is a emitter resistance. So this resistance is RE. Output voltage has been taken from here. So this voltage is your 1 minute. This voltage is your V0 voltage. Okay, and this current is okay, this is your collector terminal, and this is your base terminal. So transistor has been replaced and also there is input voltage, and there is a resistance here, RB resistance. Okay, so this is also connected to ground. So this is your RB resistance, this is your input voltage, this is your current flowing through, this is I in. Okay, and also there is a collector terminal, this is your base terminal, and this is your obviously emitter terminal, and also in the collector there is a resistance, RC resistance. Okay, so this resistance is your RC resistance. So this current is beta IB. Okay, so I am just replace, and this resistance, actually this resistance is 1 plus beta into RE, but for the simplicity purpose we have been taking this resistance as beta RE. Okay, actually this is 1 plus beta into RE, and the current flowing through is, I am just notation. Okay, I1. So this is the circuit, this transistor has been replaced by this equivalent T model. So this is beta RE, this is your beta IB current, the output voltage has been taken from the emitter terminal, that's why this is V0, and this is your collector resistance RC, this is your base resistance RB, like this. And for the AC model we have to short circuit the DC sources, that's why I have short circuit the DC sources. Here we have connecting through the capacitor, we have connecting the input voltage, so that's why you are connecting the input voltage, because this is the AC analysis. Okay, this is the AC analysis, that's why we have connected, and also we are taking the output voltage, so that this capacitor will also be short circuited. So this will also all the analysis. Okay, and here we have make another assumption that R0 is not taken here the consideration, because R0 is very high, so R0 is actually made open circuited. So R0, I am not drawing the R0 across this. Okay, so this is all about the circuit, AC equivalent circuit. So next we will study or try to calculate the different parameter. First parameter is your input resistance. So the input resistance is nothing but the input impedance or resistance, whatever you can say. So this is V in divided by I in. Okay, and you can see this I in, this I in is a summation of this current I1 plus this current IB. Just apply the KCL at this node. So your I in is nothing but I1 plus IB. So your I in is nothing but I1 plus IB. Okay, now what do you mean by this I1? Now this I1 is nothing but, you can say I1 is nothing but voltage across this is V1, sorry, V in, so V in divided by RB. So this I1 is nothing but V in divided by RB plus, what is this IB? This IB, I am just going to calculate the IB. First I am writing the equation, beta into RE plus capital RE. Okay, so this is the IB. So how it come? Now look at this circuit here at the input section. Okay, at the input section look at the circuit. What do you mean by this V in? V in is nothing but, if we just this is the KVL path I am following. Okay, so for that V in equal to IB 1 plus beta into RE. This resistance I have said that actually not beta RE, it is 1 plus beta into RE, and for the simplicity purpose I am just drawing here beta RE. So V in is nothing but IB 1 plus beta into RE plus this current. Okay, this current is 1 plus beta into IB, because the emitter current is 1 plus beta into IB. So this current is 1 plus beta into IB. Okay, this current flowing through this. Okay, so 1 plus beta into IB into RE. Okay, so this is the input voltage. So I am just writing the input voltage equation. So your V in is nothing but IB into 1 plus beta RE. So this component is due to this, and due to this components 1 plus beta into IB into capital RE. So 1 plus beta into IB into capital RE. Okay, so this is the resistance. So if you just simplify this, so this will comes to be beta IB RE plus RE. Okay, so this is the V in. So you can see that IB. So this is your IB. So IB is nothing but V in divided by beta RE plus RE. So that's why I am written this term V in divided by beta RE plus RE. Now from there you calculate the Z in. So Z in is nothing but V in divided by I in. So 1 divided by 1 by RB plus 1 divided by beta RE plus RE. Just this calculation make on your own, then you will understand this. And for this I have already said that if one thing is 1 divided by R, a minute, if any resistance R equal to 1 divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 divided by 1 by R2, so this is nothing but right hand side is nothing but R1 parallel R2. Okay, you just check on your own. So this is nothing but RB parallel with beta RE plus capital RE. So this way you can analyze the circuit, the ZIN. Okay, so ZIN has been calculated. So next we have to calculate the output impedance. So for the calculation of the output impedance, I am nothing just Z out, nothing but V out divided by I out, V out divided by I out. So when V in equal to 0, this has been the condition. So if V in equal to 0, this has been connected to ground. Okay, so this has been also connected to ground. So in that case your V0, what will be your V0? So V0 will be nothing but 1 plus beta IB. That means this current at this output terminal, this current is I0. Okay, flowing through is I0. So 1 plus beta IB into RE plus I0 into RE. So this is the output voltage expression. Okay, this is the current I0. So I0 into RE plus 1 plus beta into IB into RE. Okay, so this is the output voltage expression. So output voltage expression will be 1 plus beta IB plus I0 into RE. Okay, now if we just make a KVL, okay, if you just make a KVL from this input, okay, from this input like this, then you will get what will be the value of this output voltage. We have to calculate the output voltage. Now here you can see that the input voltage has been kept to 0 for the case of the calculation of the Z out. So for that purpose I am just and also I am written down this expression. This is the one expression. So another expression is, if I just make the KVL like this from here to V0 to ground. So output voltage is, this is your V0, just considering this V0. So this is the path. Okay, so 0 minus IB into 1 plus beta into RE equal to V0. Okay, so you just check on your own. Okay. So 0 minus IB into 1 plus beta into RE, and we am just next considering this V0, only V0, not this. Okay, this voltage is nothing but V0, so I am just writing the V0. So this will be equal to your V0. This is the two expression, and from this expression your IB will be nothing but minus V0 divided by 1 plus beta into RE. Okay, sorry, small RE. Now from that V0 equation you just replace this IB, so you will get in terms of V0 divided by I0. Okay, so V0 will be nothing but 1 plus beta into IB. So I'm just putting this value 1 plus beta. So if we just take 1 plus beta here, okay, so 1 plus beta IB directly, so V0 divided by 1 plus beta iv, I am just replacing 1 plus beta iv. Okay, I am just replacing 1 plus beta iv. So that is nothing but v0 divided by re into re plus I0 into re. Okay, so I am just putting 1 plus beta iv. So 1 plus beta into iv equal to minus v0 by re. This is I am just writing. Okay, so and I0 re will be kept intact. Okay. So just common this v0, 1 plus re divided by re equal to I0 into re, then v0 divided by I0 will be equal to re divided by 1 plus re divided by re. So this will be nothing but re divided by re plus re. Okay, and this will be nothing but expression re parallel with re. Just check what is the equivalent resistance parallel resistance expression. So this will be your output impedance z out. Okay, so input impedance I have calculated this. This will be your input impedance value. Okay, and this will be your output impedance value. Both two have been calculated. Next we will go to the voltage gain. Okay, so in the case of, okay, so next we will calculate the gain. So for the calculation of the gain, 1 minute, need this diagram. Copy. Okay, so for the calculation of the gain, we are just apply a KVL. So we are just applying a KVL. So the same KVL like this, same KVL like this. So your expression for the V0 expression, V0 will be nothing but 1 plus beta. Okay, I'm just going to first time just writing down the expression for V0. V0 will be current flowing through is 1 plus beta into IB, and the resistance is RE. So 1 plus beta into RE. This is the expression for the V0. Okay, now if I am writing the 1 minute, so if I am just writing the KVL for this V in, for this path V in, so V in is nothing but IB 1 plus beta RE plus V0, the same expression that I have been written here. Okay, the same expression, this is the expression. Okay, so this expression will be the same, and this is V in. Previously V in was 0, not there. Now 1 plus beta into IB, from there I am calculating the IB. So IB is nothing but V in minus V0, V in minus V0 divided by 1 plus beta into RE. Okay, so don't take any confusion. I am just going from this terminal V in 1 plus beta into RE plus V0 equal to 0. Okay, so that from there I am calculating the IB equal to V in minus V0 divided by 1 plus beta into RE. Okay, now as I have said that V0 equal to 1 plus beta IB into RE, the simple voltage drop across the resistance. So 1 plus beta IB into RE, and here I am going to replace this IB. So IB is nothing but 1 plus, okay, not IB, 1 plus beta into IB again. So 1 plus beta into IB, so V in minus V0 divided by RE. So V in minus V0 divided by RE into capital RE. Okay, just multiply RE V0 equal to RE V in minus V0. Now from there, if we just make V in by V0, sorry, V0 divided by V in, this is the gain. So this is nothing but your RE divided by small re plus capital R. Okay, so this is the gain. Now from there you can see this in the common collector, sorry, common emitter configuration. You can just see the common emitter. Okay. So in the case of the common emitter configuration, this is your gain. In the case of common emitter, the circuit is something like this. This is the common emitter configuration. Okay, output has been taken from the collector terminal. So in this configuration, you can say that the output voltage gain is negative. Negative means I have said that there is 180-degree phase shift between the output and input. 180-degree phase shift between the output and input. But here you can see, in the case of emitter follower circuit or the common collector circuit, the gain, okay, this is your gain. So gain is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means not negative. Not negative means 0-degree phase shift. So there is a 0-degree phase shift between the input and output. And also in the case of the common collector configuration, gain is greater than 1 but negative. Gain is greater than 1 but negative. Here gain is greater than 0 but also gain is less than 1. So gain is less than 1, but we can get that there is no phase shift between the input and the output voltages. Okay, so there is 0-degree phase shift between the input and the output voltages. So this is the all about the your emitter follower of the common collector configuration. Okay.